The paradox we are about to explore is called the Causal Patch Paradox. It begins not with a distant idea, but with a horizon, not the kind you watch sink beneath the sea at sunset, but an invisible boundary in the weave of space and time itself. This boundary isn't shaped by distance alone, but by something deeper, a limit to what can affect you, what can send a whisper or touch a presence within your world. This intimate region is your causal patch, your bubble of reality, where signals from the cosmos can reach you and where your own light can travel forth. Yet beyond this edge lies an unseen realm, unreachable, untouched. The paradox asks, if something forever lies beyond your causal patch, does it still exist in your reality, or is existence only meaningful within the confines of your perception? Imagine existence as a vast ocean, where each of us drifts within our own quiet cove, surrounded by fog and impossibility. The causal patch is this cove, a sacred enclosure carved out by the speed of light and the relentless expansion of space, defining what can touch us and what remains beyond. Within physics, this is a certainty, but in the human heart it echoes a deeper question. What meaning does an unreachable star have if its light never brushes your eyes? What weight holds a distant event if no signal bears its story to you? To confront the causal patch paradox is to confront the very nature of reality and perception, the fragile threads that weave us together with the universe we call home. Meet Elise, a woman of quiet thought and tender resolve, sitting by the window of her dimly lit study. Tonight, the city outside is a soft blur of fog and fading street lamps, shadows tracing patterns on walls worn by time. Elise contemplates the stars beyond her reach, distant galaxies speeding away, swallowed by the expanding fabric of space. They exist somewhere out there, but their light will never touch her eyes. She feels a strange solitude, wrapped in the knowledge that whole worlds disappear silently into the unknown. Her mind drifts with melancholy wonder, searching for a bridge between what she can see and the vast bordered beyond. Elise's story deepens when she recalls the memories of shared stargazing with a lost companion. Their voices echoed softly beneath the night sky, tracing constellations now obscured by distance and cosmic expansion. She wonders if those distant galaxies, forever fleeing beyond her causal patch, are akin to those past moments, vibrant once and now unreachable. Her heart tightens not only with loss, but with the fragile question of what remains when connection fades. As her candle flickers, shadows dance silently, evoking the delicate tension between presence and absence, between the known warmth of here and now, and the chilling quietness of what has slipped beyond reach. The paradox unfolds as Elise wrestles with the shrinking horizon before her, the inevitability of severed connections where light and time outrun each other. In the accelerating universe, regions grow silent, unreachable, irrelevant to her personal reality. These are not mere concepts, but emotional rifts cutting through the cosmos, severing ties once thought eternal. With each breath, the stars blur further. Those distant galaxies retreat like forgotten dreams, and Elise feels the sting of vanishing meaning. The more she seeks to grasp them, the more intangible they become, reminding her sharply that some walls are built not of stone, but of space, speed, and patience unyielding. Elise's conflict deepens inside, a quiet storm of longing and isolation. Philosophy mingles with physics as she faces the unanswerable. If reality is what you can affect or witness, what becomes of the unreachable? Those galaxies, trapped beyond the accelerating edge, seem to flicker in and out of existence simultaneously. They haunt Elise with their absence, provoking a ripple of lonely questions about her own life, the relationships and dreams drifting out of reach, not because they vanished, but because she stopped sending signals. Thus, the ghost of the causal patch becomes a metaphor, a reminder that some separations are forged in silence and neglect, not distance alone. Yet, in the stillness, a shift begins to kindle. Elise starts to imagine the causal patch not as a prison, but a sacred stage where consciousness dances with reality's limits. She sees that existence is deeply personal, refracted through what each observer can know and touch. This understanding wraps gently around the cold paradox, that other realities might exist beyond her patch, but they belong to others' patches, woven into their own intimate universes. Her heart softens, embracing a mosaic of truths, each bounded yet infinite, revealing that the edges of experience are also the edges of wonder and acceptance. A new awareness blossoms as Elise contemplates her mind and world. She perceives that her brain itself navigates causal patches, attending selectively to moments, memories, and possibilities. The unreachable past and the unknown future are no more than whispered potentials, as fragile as shadows on candlelit walls. In this quiet revelation, she welcomes uncertainty, surrendering the desire for complete knowledge. She learns that the paradox teaches not about absence alone, but about the profound beauty in the reach of attention and the walls we might dissolve with empathy. Reality, she now sees, blooms brightest in the spaces touched by presence and care. With gentle acceptance, Elise lays down her restless questions. She lets the horizon remain distant, no longer an enemy but a quiet boundary embraced with grace. Her candle glows softly in the twilight room as she waits in calm companionship with the unknown. The paradox, once a source of melancholy, now whispers like a lover's breath, reminding her that though some places and moments drift beyond reach, their echoes embed quietly within her own patch, softly coloring her understanding. In the fading light, she wonders, if something never touches us, does that mean it never truly mattered? Or might its silent presence still shape the contours of our own existence? As you lie here now, enveloped in your own causal patch, consider this quietly. What parts of your life have slipped beyond reach, not vanished, but waiting silently where signals no longer fly? The paradox invites us to reflect on the walls woven not only from space and time, but attention and connection. If something remains forever out of reach, does its absence erase its touch? Or does reality only blossom in the warmth of awareness? Tonight, in this shared silence, we face the gentle challenge of our own boundaries, asking softly, what does it mean to truly exist within the fragile lines of our own perception?